Good morning, everybody. This is Kristen with Hasta Cielo y Más, and today I'm going to bring you a recipe that I'm so excited about. This is from the website lowcarbyum.com, and today I'm going to be making low-carb cream cheese pumpkin bread. This is a keto recipe. It's got a lot of ingredients, 14 ingredients, but it is going to make 2 loaves. I'm going to make one for our family and one for a friend who's just had a birthday. And each loaf is going to make 2 slices. It is a little costly because it does use a lot of expensive ingredients like almond flour and swerve. It is going to cost about $12 for the 2 loaves, so about $6 a loaf. But it's only 50 cents a slice. And if you think about the products that you get at, say, Starbucks or even Dunkin' Donuts or whatnot, that we really can't have anymore as bariatric patients, you're going to be getting a much healthier product, and you're going to be really enjoying this. So this is a seasonal item, and I would go ahead and splurge. So first of all, we're going to be using pumpkin. I'm using Trader Joe's organic pumpkin. I have a cup of pumpkin. I have 6 eggs. And I have a packet of cream cheese. I have 3/4 cup of swerve. Sorry if this seems a little weird, but my swerve is granular swerve, and this is erythritol, a sugar replacement, sugar substitute. And I'm going to be pulsing it in my Ninja bullet, and I'm going to be making powdered swerve because it calls for powdered swerve. I'm going to be making powdered swerve out of it. Then we're going to be using maple extract, and we're going to use 1 teaspoon of maple extract. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of powdered stevia, and I'm using the Pure brand. I have cinnamon here. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, but I'm not a fan of cloves, so I'm going to be using a 1 full teaspoon of cinnamon. We also are going to be using baking powder, and this is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I've got coconut oil here. We've got a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. I have blanched almond flour from Trader Joe's, Baker Joseph. And we have here 1 2/3 cup of almond flour. And then we're going to be using coconut flour that's going to be going in the cream cheese filling. And the coconut flour that you need is just 1 tablespoon. I believe I have covered all of the ingredients. Oh, and salt. There is some salt here. There's our salt. And that is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And if I didn't cover the pumpkin pie spice, we're going to be using a 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So once again, 14 ingredients. We're going to be using pumpkin, eggs, stevia, almond flour, baking powder, cinnamon and cloves, or just cinnamon, coconut flour, maple extract, pumpkin pie spice, salt, coconut oil, 1 package of cream cheese, and some more swerve. So I'm going to be using this Pampered Chef baking loaf pan and a disposable giveaway birthday pan. And I'm going to spray those with coconut oil, and I'm going to be setting my oven for 325, and I'll get back with you. Hola, Mommy.
Hola.
Okay, everybody knows that I have 3 children and they are at school today. My husband's at work, so I have my assistant here today. This is my mother-in-law who just got here Sunday, Domingo de Honduras, Sunday from Honduras. And right now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding things to our cream cheese mixture. So what we're going to be adding is, in this bowl, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of swerve. So we're going to add that to the bowl, a 1/4, total, a 1/4 cup of swerve. And then we're going to add our maple extract, which is, I don't recall, let's see. Our maple extract is 1 teaspoon of maple extract. And then we're going to add our coconut flour. Our coconut flour is 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. 1 tablespoon of coconut flour being added to our mixture. We're going to add 1 egg. Adding 1 egg right now. And we are going to start stirring it. Stir it up. Volta. And I forgot one ingredient. I'll be right back. In our mixture, we're also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of stevia. 1/4 teaspoon of stevia is going to be added to our mixture. And my mother-in-law is going to continue stirring, and we will be back. We've decided that we need to get the mixer out for our cream cheese. So we're going to mix this up really, really well so there's no chunks, and we'll be back. Now we're going to add our dry mixture, and we're starting with our almond flour. We're going to put it in a new bowl. We have our cream cheese creamed together, and now we've got our almond flour. We're going to add our baking powder. Sorry for the videography, guys. Baking powder. And we've got our salt. And I can't tell the difference between the cinnamon and the pumpkin pie spice, so we've got cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. Cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. And we will mix this up and we'll be back. We're getting close to the end. She likes it. This is all new for her. They don't have pumpkin in Honduras. Now we're going to make our wet mixture, and we're going to start with our pumpkin, and we're going to add our pumpkin to a new bowl. We're on our 3rd bowl here. We're adding our pumpkin to the 3rd bowl. That's 1 cup of pumpkin. We have our coconut oil. We have a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Then we are going to be adding 5 eggs. We have 5 eggs we're going to add here. Okay, los huevos. Okay. Y tú puedo poner aquí los huevos. 5 eggs. I'm learning a new technique for cracking eggs. After our eggs, we're going to add our 3/4 cups of swerve. And we have 3/4 tablespoons of stevia. And we were going to mix this up, and we'll be back. At this point, we're going to start adding our dry mixture to our pumpkin mixture, and we'll see you soon. We're adding our dry mixture to our wet mixture. So now we have our pumpkin mixture and we have our cream cheese mixture, and we're going to assemble our loaf pan by putting 1 cup of pumpkin mixture on the bottom of each. And then we'll put 1/2 of our cream cheese mixture, and we will cover it with a cup of pumpkin mixture. I'm not sure about the measurements, so I will let you know that as we go along. So in my larger loaf pan, I've put about 1 cup of the pumpkin mixture, and in my smaller, I've put about 3/4 cup. Now I'm going to split the cream cheese mixture in half and put it down the center. So this is what the middle of our little one looks like. And this is what the middle of our big one looks like. And we're going to cut, no, mommy. No. We're going to cover it with another cup of the pumpkin mixture. So we've covered the large one and we've covered the smaller one, and we're ready to put it in the oven at 325 for 50 to 60 minutes. Just check the bread. I'll show you how it's looking. Looks wonderful, but they're not done quite yet. So we're going to give it about 5 to 10 more minutes. We checked it at 50 minutes and we're just going to give it a few more minutes. So I've taken the two loaves out and we're going to let them sit for about... Hey guys, so our pumpkin cream cheese keto bread turned out fantastic. I highly recommend this recipe. I was given this recipe from a friend and I've made this now twice and it is just delicious. I gave some to a friend a little while ago and she said that it tasted like maple pumpkin French toast. And so it's just really a great recipe. And for the season, I mean, this is the recipe to take to your potlucks, to your holiday dinners and everything. So I really hope you enjoy it and happy baking. Take care. Bye-bye.